Hey folks, Ray from loveyourrv.com here again, and today I'm going to give you a look at my underneath my kitchen sink here. A few mods I've done. Hey, get out, get out. Also a good place to keep your beagle. So, if you remember, 2 years ago I changed the plumbing in here and installed what's called a HepVo valve. And that replaces the standard P-trap that you see in RVs. So before, it went down and back up, and there was actually another stack here with what they call an anti-siphon valve in it, and that's got something to do with when you drain the sink. So I got rid of both of those things and was able to put in this HepVo valve, which is a waterless trap. And I've had it in for 2 years now, so I thought it would be a good time to pull it out. I want to actually flush my galley tank with a hose, so this thing just unscrews from the piping there. I also wanted to show you this nifty little shelf that I built. Because I got rid of some of that plumbing, it freed up some space, so I put in this wire shelf so I could store things like paper towels, paper towels and things like that. I'm just going to use up some space that wasn't being utilized before. And all I did is I bought a wire rack shelf. I think it was a 3-footer, 3 feet by I think 1 foot, and it came with all the mounting hardware. But I took a hacksaw and I sawed it off, and so it could get around this piping. But I took the old piece, the extra piece I had, because this was I only needed about 2 feet to come out here, so I had a spare piece, and I zip tied it onto the other piece there so that stuff doesn't fall over when we travel. Anyway, I'm going to take the HepVo valve off, and we'll see what it looks like after 2 years of full-time use. Okay, so the last time I cleaned it was a good 1.5 years ago. And you can see there's quite a bit of gunge on the output side there, but the membrane appears to be still sealing fine. This is the input part of it. So the water and everything goes down there, the membrane opens, and then when the water's finished running, that membrane closes shut again and stops gases from getting back up into your sink again. So why would I want one of these? Well, the old P-trap that was in there, it's the having water in the P-trap blocks the gases, but that water would often slush out of there during travel, and we'd open the door and we'd have a nasty sewer smell, because the kitchen sink can actually smell quite rank, even as bad as the black tank at times. So we'd get a smell oftentimes, and also if it's left sitting in there and it's in a warm climate, it can actually evaporate too and let the sewer gases back up into the rig. So this was a solution, and so far 2 years we're very happy with it. We haven't had those sewer gases coming back up again. People were thinking things would get caught in there or it would wear out and that, but so far I'm quite happy with it. For the investment, I think I paid about 20 bucks for this. See down in there. So I'm going to give it a good clean and rinse here, and then I'm going to shove a hose. The nice part about it coming out off so easy is it gives me access to my galley tank, and I can shove a hose down there and give it a good flush. So there's the input cleaned up. So we can get in there closer. Looks pretty good on the input. Switch around to the output here. Try to get the sunlight in there so you can see. So there is a weird kind of orange coating on the outside of that thing, but the seal seems to be still intact fine. And there's a little bit of dirt and I call it mung. I kind of got in there. I've got rid of as much of as I can, but I'm pretty happy with it. Seems to still be doing the job after 2 years of using the rig full time. So I'll go in there and flush the tank now. You can see the opening is big enough for me to shove my hose down there, so I can force it down there, let it spray all down in that galley tank, and try to move some of the food particles and stuff that's been sitting on the bottom, not being able to get drained out. And I'll probably shut the drain and fill it up a few times, give it a good flushing. Also on the back here you can see a pipe coming out the back. That's actually the tank vent, because some people were saying when I took that anti-siphon vent out that my tank was no longer vented. But yeah, it is down here. That vent goes in behind the fridge and then up onto the roof. If you have a Cougar and you're ever looking for where your galley tank gets vented, ours actually gets vented right under the refrigerator vent cover. You'll see it up there. So we'll continue on. Actually seeing quite a few little chunks of debris that are breaking loose and floating out. Give her a good clean. There we go, tank flushed. Got the HepVo valve back in place. So it's all no tools required, just everything hand tightens here. Comes apart easily and goes back together easily. Don't laugh at my abortion of a plumbing attempt here. I had troubles when I was installing it, finding the right parts in the city I was at. The RV stuff uses what they call a different schedule or pipe thickness. I think it was schedule 20 and the regular stuff uses 40, something like that. Anyway, I had trouble getting stuff to mate, so that's why it looks like that. But actually it's worked great, never leaks or anything, so must have done something right. Anyway, we just fill the sink up and give her a test here, make sure we got nothing spurting out. There we go, should be good to go again. I can load my cupboard back up. All loaded up again. It's actually kind of nice, this stuff, good for hanging spray bottles there, that rack. Don't want to overload it, but a couple spray bottles it holds well. Then our garbage just fits in there like that. We're good to go. What do you think of that, Angie? Good job. Good job, eh? I think you should get, what do you want, a duck foot? Yeah, how about a duck foot? Get you a duck foot. There we go, Puppy Love. Duck feet contains 100% Canadian farm-raised duck. This is the creepiest thing. Check that out. She loves them. Till next time, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Cheers, folks.